Here's the hard truth. Most people are not living, they're existing. They wake up tired, scroll through other people's lives, smile at nothing, and call it a day. They mistake distraction for peace. They call avoidance healing. They talk about growth but never change anything. We've created a generation that's busy, always busy, but rarely alive. People chase money, approval, and noise because silence feels dangerous. Because in silence, the truth starts talking. And the truth is, we are lost. We are constantly filling our time, but starving our soul. We tell ourselves, when I have more, I'll be happy. But the more we have, the emptier we get. Because happiness isn't in what you hold, it's in what holds you. Now look around, everyone's pretending to be fine, but scroll through enough smiles and you'll start to see it. The emptiness behind them. The quiet exhaustion in their eyes. People are lonely, not because they have no one, but because they've forgotten the one who never left. We treat Allah like an emergency contact. We only remember Him when everything else collapses. We whisper His name only when pain screams louder than pride. But that's not faith. That's panic. And yet, He still answers every single time. He sees you when you can't lift your head from your phone, when your chest feels heavy for no clear reason, when you want to cry but don't know what for. He sees it all, the things you hide, the thoughts you regret, the parts of you that even you're giving up on. And He still waits for you. That's the hard truth most people ignore. We keep searching for peace and meaning everywhere except where it's always been. We scroll for validation and we break rules, we call it freedom, and then wonder why we still feel chained. The truth is, the world doesn't need more free thinkers. It needs people brave enough to face themselves, because freedom without purpose is just a slower kind of destruction. You can pretend like you don't care. You can hide behind humor, behind selfies, behind a whatever attitude. But late at night when the world is quiet and the mask comes off, you know. You feel it. That deep, silent ache that says this isn't who I was meant to be. That's not weakness. That's your soul calling for home. Allah placed that restlessness in you for a reason. It's not a punishment, it's a reminder. It's His way of saying you will never find peace anywhere else but with me. But we resist, we chase shortcuts. We say, I'll start praying later, as if tomorrow is promised. We say, I'll change when I'm ready, as if our hearts obey our schedules. Here's the hard truth again. Change doesn't wait for you to be comfortable. Growth doesn't care about convenience. The path to peace will break your ego before it builds your faith. And that's what people fear. Not pain, but honesty. Because once you see the truth about yourself, you can't unsee it. You can't go back to pretending. You can't say, I didn't know. So you either fix it or live knowing you could have been better. Every single one of us is fighting something. Temptation, laziness, regret, comparison, guilt. But the difference between those who rise and those who stay stuck isn't luck, it's sincerity. The ones who rise are the ones who finally admit, I need help. Not from people, because people will fail you, forget you, judge you, leave you, but from Allah, the one who's never left. He hears your silence, He counts your tears, He writes every time you choose patience instead of anger, forgiveness instead of pride, faith instead of fear, and he never wastes it. Not a single moment of it. So stop saying you'll change one day. There's no guarantee you'll even see the end of this week. You're breathing right now. That's your chance. Don't waste it trying to impress a world that doesn't even know what it wants. Start small. Pray when you feel like you can't. Be kind when it costs you nothing. Be honest with yourself. Apologize. Forgive. Walk away from what poisons your peace. Because one day you'll blink and this life will be over. The noise, the opinions, the drama, it will all vanish. And the only thing left will be the truth. What did you live for? Who did you trust? What did you build in your soul? That's the moment people fear, the silence after death when all masks drop. And it's just you and Allah. But it doesn't have to be terrifying. It can be beautiful. If you start now, if you turn back while you still can, if you can stop making excuses and start being real, because the hard truth isn't meant to break you, it's meant to wake you up. Wake up before regret does. Wake up before it's too late to say, Ya Allah, forgive me. Wake up and remember you were never created for this world. You were created for something greater. So stop chasing temporary happiness and start building eternal peace. Every prayer counts. Every tear counts. Every small moment of faith counts. You just have to mean it. And when you do, when you finally hand your pain, your fear, your confusion to Allah, you'll realize the truth wasn't cruel after all. It was mercy in disguise, because the hardest truths are the ones that save you.